Good morning. We were back at the beach and it rained last night. It's not raining now, but there's like a 50% chance at 11 this morning. So we decided to come out for just a short time. We're not even bringing the umbrella because it makes it quicker to pack up if we have to. It's like there's some blue sky here. You can kind of see the sun trying to come out, but then there's lots of gray clouds. So it's definitely iffy on the rain. And what's weird is it says there's like 50% chance of rain at 11 a.m. but then it changes to like 5% and then goes back up again at 2 p.m. So it looks like one of those maybe rain off and on type days today. So we may do some shopping, not fun shopping either, like errand type shopping. But I figure if it's raining anyway, might as well get some stuff done. And don't know what we're doing this afternoon. I guess it's going to depend on the weather. So we kind of don't have a lot of plans today, specific plans. We had a lot of fun yesterday playing Thunderstone after we got back. So we might play board games if it's raining too. We really enjoy those a lot. So it actually looks really nice right now. We'll just have to see.
High tide.
Yeah, it is high tide. So I had not planned to do a time lapse today because I thought the weather would be too crummy, but now it actually looks like it might make a good time lapse because I think the clouds rolling by make it look a little neater. So going back to get my body board to put the tripod on so it'll sit up in the sand, and just thought I would video this house. This was pretty amazing too. I don't know if I got it a different day, but wow, it's huge. I mean, I just can't even get my head around how many bedrooms something like that would have. It's huge. And then they have these houses, which are still probably, I don't know, $1 or $2 million because of the property, because these lots are huge and they all have pools. Nice. So Brian's doing a trash run. Good times. They do trash pickup here, but because we're only here usually on weekends, we're not here to put our trash out for garbage pickup. So there is a dumpster down here at the bottom. But I just thought I'd show you while we're walking where we live here. This is sadly not our primary residence. We wish it was, but it's just like a vacation home for us. But this is what it looks like. So these up here have shops in the bottom, which is neat in theory, but in practice they usually fold. They don't usually last very long. There's one really cool store called Kind Belly that has some gluten-free wraps, and they have some paleo food, vegetarian food.
Japanese restaurant does good business.
Oh yeah, that's true. There's a Japanese restaurant that does well as also. And then we live in one of the ones down there that does not have a store, and you can see those white buildings. Those are behind our building as well. It's a garage. And so then you have this like private little yard. It's like a 20 by 20 foot yard, if you can call that a yard, between the garage and the house that's fenced in and private. So that's really nice. It has like a patio and stuff on it. But it's only a 2-bedroom, so when we move here permanently, we're gonna get something at least a little bigger because we tend to have a lot of company here. But it's really nice. We like it. We used to have a condo that was closer to the beach. It was about 0.3 of a mile from the beach, but we don't like living above or below someone. We were on the top floor, but it was still so noisy, and we could even smell our neighbors smoking and cooking because the walls weren't insulated properly. So we're much happier here. This is nice. If it wasn't so small, I could definitely live here, but 2 bedrooms is kind of tight. You think for 2 people that would be plenty, but I don't think at home in North Carolina, we have 3 bedrooms. I think that's a good size for us. So he walks so much faster than me. Look at how far he is.
You explain the dog food area here?
No. So Brian just pointed out it's hot, and it also looks like it cleared up pretty nice. So why don't you explain it?
That's this area right here is to poop your dog. But then we also always see like kids playing around in here, like throwing the balls around, and this one's up volleyball. So they're playing in the poop because no one picks up their dog to pick up after their dog.
Yeah, and there's even free bags down here that the homeowners association put out for people to pick it up, and a sign saying please pick it up, but no one does, because he and I have walked in this to fly his kite, and you have to watch every step you take because it's everywhere. There's
a minefield.
A minefield. You can tell with the parking, originally they were supposed to build another building here, but then that housing bubble crashed years ago. I mean, it's been a long time now, and we don't think they're ever going to build, because I think they would have by now, because the housing market here has recovered now, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Seems like it has. So I think if they were going to build, they would have by now, and we actually don't want them to build it because it gives us a nice view of a big grassy area, and Brian likes watching people poop their dogs.
Yeah, and not pick up after them.
Also, right on the other side of these trees, which you unfortunately can't see through, which is actually kind of nice, it gives us privacy, but there's a huge Sheridan timeshare resort. I mean, massive. And so it's kind of a good neighbor to have, because it's really, you can kind of see a little through there. It's really well kept, very nice. And so it's a good next door neighbor to have, really. And I think it also speaks to that we're in a pretty nice location, because Sheridan wouldn't plop down a giant timeshare in an undesirable location. So I think it kind of is good for where we're at. And what's really nice is right back there, if we went straight, there's a whole shopping center with like a grocery store, ABC store. If you're not from America, ABC store is where they sell liquor. It's regulated and heavily taxed. And a bunch of restaurants and stuff, so that's also pretty darn convenient. We're back for our daily walk at Broadway at the beach, and once again the aquarium has a tremendous line, but now it's the day before the 4th, so everyone's off work pretty much, so we kind of expect it to be crowded, so it doesn't look like we're going to do the aquarium this trip. We'll film it on a future trip, and we actually filmed it at Christmas. If you go back to our holiday videos, if you really want to see it, like if you're trying to decide if you want to go there, at Christmas they have all these Christmas trees. Brian loves it.
Oh yeah, Christmas tree is really nice. They got a Christmas tree for every state and U.S. territory.
Yep. So that's really fun. And so we covered both the aquarium part as well as the Christmas trees. So if you want to see what it looks like on the inside, you can check those out. And we will hit it at a future date, but not with that line.
It's a 30-minute line just to get tickets.
Wow. The weather's weird today. It's kind of sunny 1 minute, cloudy the next. It's hard to say what it's going to do. Which way are we going today? Would you like an eye poop glitter shirt?
No, I would take one of these rubber masks.
I wonder if this will show up because of the glare. Sometimes the glare kills this. Rhinos are just chubby unicorns?
I guess.
I don't know.
Yes, it could be.
The popcorn or something smells good, or the fudgery. Something smells nice. Yeah, I think I smell the fudgery. That smells good. I think they pipe that smell out to make you want to go in.
Fudge. Come get your fudge.
Well, they do come out and sing sometimes.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the Johnny Rockets people singing either. Sometimes they come outside and sing. Here's this ride makers that they have at Downtown Disney, or they did have it. I assume they still do. They've got some Avengers ones. It's really a good idea. That and the Build-A-Bear, whoever came up with those ideas is a really smart person. That's got to be like the biggest moneymaker. The Build-A-Bear here always has such a huge line. Looks like they have a new kiosk for the Nutty Bavarian, and if you don't know this, that's actually the brand they serve at Disney World. When you get like the, you know, honey glazed almonds and stuff. No, thank you. And they're very tasty, really good. I just thought this was funny. This is what they replaced Jurassic World with at the Big D, or Terminator. Terminator, I can understand. This I don't get. I just don't get the appeal at all. Brian wants to go see it, right?
Yeah, the first one's actually pretty good.
I never saw the first one. It just doesn't interest me.
Although I don't know if it... See, the first one had Matthew McConaughey, and this one does not.
Oh, yeah, he's a good actor. Oh, are we cutting across?
Yeah.
There goes the boat. And the sun decided to come out again. So here we are doing the exciting part of our day and going to Home Depot. The name kind of speaks for itself. If you're not in the US, it's basically a gigantic home improvement store. We don't need to improve our home, but I need some bird seed, and we do need a hose because once again our hose has gotten a leak. It just sits out there and bakes in the sun all the time, so we use it to wash the sand off of everything when we come back from the ocean, and it has a tiny little pinhole leak in it. That's what happens after about we seem to go about a year, and then they get a hole.
It bakes in the sun.
All right, this is what I came for. We have squirrel issues. They eat any birdseed, but they don't eat this because it's got hot pepper and it works awesome. After a grand tour of the nursery and every other part, we finally have located the hoses. So he's gonna try this different kind that's, what is it made of?
I don't know if it's all cloth. I don't know.
The idea being that maybe it won't split in the heat.
So we always buy these rubber ones and they crack.
Yeah, they crack within a year.